Hey guys, today we're looking at two of Catalinbread's most beloved overdrive pedals. On the left we have the RAH, which is based off Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page tone from the Royal Albert Hall, hence the name. And on the right side we have the WHO, which is spelled Who, but it's missing the middle bar and the H, and it's based off the Leeds concert high watt tone. So both are high watt emulation pedals. This is the legacy edition of the WHO pedal, which has the post knob to newly feature. It's supposed to emulate a Echoplex preamp into the circuit. The original pedal only had 4 knobs. This is the legacy edition, so it has 5. It's supposed to improve the circuit, and we're using a Marshall JTM 45 Studio using a Fender Stratocaster. So here's our clean tone without any pedal on, just the amp. Here's the RAH, set to unity with the amp. And now the WHO. Alright, now let's take a look at the gain. We'll start adding the gain. Find that it starts breaking up on this particular pedal on this kind of amount. And we're going to go to the same amount on the WHO. The WHO has much more volume. So here we go. Try this out. Same thing for the WHO. It has way more volume. So we're going to lower that. Bridge pickup, now using rock chords. That was the RAH. Now we're going to go to the WHO, do the same thing, rock chords. Yeah, so you can tell that both pedals stay pretty warm, but have completely different voicing. The post knob is an interesting feature, so we're gonna turn that all the way down, and we're gonna slowly, gradually add that as we're playing. I'm gonna turn up the volume because I know that turning on that post knob takes away from some volume. So here we go. Keep adding. max out the post knob. So here's that. Think of that post knob over here as kind of like a mids control. So we're going to do the same thing with the raw, just kind of gradually add mids. But I think the raw has less of an interactive tone stack when compared to the who. Let's check out and see if I'm wrong or not. Here we go. Now, is it just me, or does the mids control on the raw feel almost like a very light tilt EQ knob? Because I noticed that as I went counterclockwise, it was adding some treble, and as I was going to the right, um, I feel like it was taking away highs but adding lows. Um, at least that's what it sounded like in the room. It might sound completely different in the on the video, so we'll see. Here's with the treble all the way down on the raw. Halfway. Now maxed. That was on a neck position, so we'll go ahead and do that again, but on the bridge position of the Stratocaster. Halfway. And now max. Another interesting thing about the raw is, according to my ears, it felt like it was adding treble as we went clockwise to the overdrive signal, but not the clean signal, which the clean signal was overriding the overdrive signal just done. The overdrive sounded like it was in the background, while the clean signal was in the front. So that was pretty interesting. And let's try the same thing for the who pedal. See just how much the treble knob makes a difference and what it's doing there. Halfway. And now max. Yeah, so definitely a huge difference. The who pedal seems like it was adding and taking away from the treble in both the clean signal blend and the overdrive in the pedal. Um, keep keep in mind that like the clean signal, the clean blend and the pedals are both preset, so you can't really change it. There's no blend knobs or clean signal knobs or anything like that. They're just both whatever they're set to in the pedal, and they probably change most likely depending on where you're at with the gain knob. Um, Next is the bass knob. So let's lower the bass all the way. Turn the treble all the way to halfway again, 12 o'clock. But yeah, no bass on the Who pedal. Here we go. Halfway. Now max. I like how neither of these pedals overdo the EQ. There's no like boominess or anything like that. So here we go. No bass on the raw. Putting bass halfway. And the bass all the way up. So yeah, it's weird. They're like, these pedals are completely opposites in my opinion. Right there we saw that the Who had way more interaction with the treble knob, but less interaction with the bass knob. And then on the raw, we saw that the treble knob had less interaction with the um, treble knob and more interaction with the bass knob. So pretty much opposite ends of the spectrum. Let's max out the gain again and kind of toy with what's going on there. Let's kind of see if we can match tuning. Now the Who. Now doing some lead lines with the raw. Now with the Who. That's a huge sound right there. I don't know if on the video it'll sound huge, but it sounds really good on that setting, just with everything straight up and then the gain maxed on the Who. That sounds very 1990s kind of Blink-182 or Green Day, in my opinion. It's borderline fuzz, but like more of a distortion. Let's try the same thing on the RAH. Definitely different vibes, as the RAH is so much softer than the WIIO, but totally different vibes, different feeling to it. Try to match the max gain of the RAH with the WIIO. See if we can do that. So we have this. Let's change the EQ of the RAH a little bit. Let's add a little bit of treble, take away a little bit of bass. So here's what we have. So let's see if we can match a little bit of that sound with the WIIO. So I think that's as close as I can get them to sound. You can see how different the EQ is, but like I said, the post knob is very different. It's obviously going to make the EQ different. And then the RAW has supposedly the same tone stack or similar tone stack as what you would find in the Dirty Little Secret Catalinbread Marshall pedal that's supposed to emulate a Marshall plexi amp. But just run through that chord progression a couple more times to see how close they are together. Might be totally off. Let's see. in the room, they sound really close, but they might sound totally different in video. That's happened before. So let's do a little bit more testing on this. Yeah, that's not a lot of gain. It's not a ton, but so I think that's enough testing for these pedals. I'll tell you my final thoughts. If you're looking for a pedal with one great sound, it's reliable on that one great sound, I would go with the RAH. It feels like the EQ is not as versatile as the WHO's. If you're looking for a pedal that's more versatile and that can do different tones, whether it's country, blues, rock, and sometimes like metal, probably go with the WHO. Because I will be using one of these with Catalinbread's new Tube Screamer, which is a sidearm boosting it. It doesn't really matter which one I go with. I might go with the RAH, I might go with the shoe. I don't really know yet. One of them is going on the board. But if I were to only pick one, I would probably go with the Who. I just like the way it sounds better. To me, it sounds fuller, in my opinion, and that's just a preference thing. But both of these are great pedals. I really enjoy them both. You know, you got the. That was really bad. Then you got this kind of tone. I don't know, I feel like the Who can do everything the RAH can do plus more, or at least close to what the RAH can do as far as sounds. Feel, they're both completely different. Both have their own unique individual feel that one, you can't copy with the other pedal. I haven't done enough experimenting with the post knob on the Who, so that's probably gonna make the pedal even more versatile. The RAW seems kind of a little bit limited in the EQ, and the EQ seems to affect it very differently than a normal pedal. Like these kind of seem to interact with each other, so it's interesting. Um, as far as the treble and the bass knobs on the Who, they're very much straightforward, and there's no surprises there. The gain, when you max it out, it's almost like a fuzz kind of distortion. When you max out the gain on the RAW, it's more of a mid gain, still light overdrive. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What pedal did you like better? I hope this was enough to get it kind of a idea of where these pedals are going. I'm really glad they brought back the Who, thanks to the new designers and new people that are in charge at Catalinbread. The old makers of the pedal wanted to discontinue them, and these were going for like something crazy like 500 for the original ones. So Sweetwater teamed up with Catalinbread to re-release it, hence the new legacy pedals. So we can thank the new people at Catalinbread for that. All right, guys, peace.